So today we will discuss on the adjustment entries. Okay, so see, this is our new topic. So first I will explain you that what is the purpose of adjustment entries, why we pass adjustment entries. See what is the purpose of adjustment entries? To compute current net profit, current years, actually this is not current years net profit or net loss, sorry, and to ascertain true and fair financial position of the business at the end of the year. Got it or not? So this is the purpose of adjustment entry. So the purpose of adjustment entries is what? The purpose of adjustment entries is to know correct net profit and net loss of the current year. Correct net profit or net loss of the current year. Of which year? Current year. And to know net profit and net loss, we prepare what? Just now we have discussed that we prepare trading account and profit and loss account, isn't it? To know profit and loss, we prepare this. These are the income statements. And adjustment entries, play a vital role in computing net profit and net loss of the current year. If you will not pass adjustment entry, getting my point? If we will not pass adjustment entry, then what will happen? Our trading and P&L account will not show correct net profit net loss of the current year. Now see how it is possible. Now see, I am taking one example, and with that example I will explain you the importance of adjustment entry and what will happen if you will not pass adjustment entries. Now see, one transaction I am taking. Suppose this is my business, this is my shop actually. Okay, I am a cloth merchant and I employed Mr. X. Mr. X is my employee. I am the owner and Mr. X is employee, and his salary is $2,000 per month. Now see, let me take one year. Suppose 2012. This is our year, and suppose this year started on January 1st and it will over on which date? December 31st. Okay, from January to 31st December. How many months? 12 months. And this is the year, and in this year Mr. X worked for me for the whole year. He gave his services to me for the whole year. Okay, now tell me his salary. How much salary should I pay him during the whole year? He worked for me for 12 months. And his per month salary is 2,000, and he gave me services for 12 months. So I should pay him 24,000. But I paid him only 11 months salary. 1 month salary is pending. Due to any reason I didn't pay him last month. This last month's salary I didn't pay. I paid him salary for the month of January to November. Okay, so 11 months now, I paid him 22,000. Even he worked for me for the 12 months. He worked and he is entitled for 24,000, but I paid him only 22,000. Okay, so this is the salary for which he is entitled. He is entitled to get 24,000, but I paid him only 22,000. So as I paid this 22,000, so I will pass entry for this only. I paid him 24,000 or 22,000. Yeah, this I paid na. This is paid salary. Salary paid. This is the transaction. Salary paid. Though he is entitled for 24,000, but I paid him only 22,000. So salary paid during the year how much? 22,000. Isn't it? Now see what entry I will pass. So due to this transaction, what happened? Cash gone from the business and salary is the expenses, isn't it? Now cash is real account and salary is a nominal account, isn't it? Now what is the rule of real account? Cash is coming or going? We paid, so cash gone, so credit what? Goes out. And salary is expense, and expenses are always debited, so debit all expenses and losses, isn't it? Now see what entry I will pass. So see the entry. I will pass this entry. Salary in the journal I will pass this entry. Salary account will be debited with 22,000 and cash account will be credited. Isn't it? This entry I will pass where? In the journal. Got it or not? So this is the entry I passed in journal, and after journal now I will prepare ledger. Isn't it? Now see the ledger. So in the ledger I will open two accounts. First account is which one? Salary account. And the next account I will open which one? Cash account. Isn't it? Two accounts I will open in the ledger. Now see, salary in the entry salary account debited or credited? Debited. So posting will take place on the debit side. So this is the debit side and this is the credit side. And in cash account this is the debit side, this is the credit side. And as salary account debited in the entry with 22,000, so the posting I will make on the debit side, 22,000, and I will write the name of the opposite account, and the name of the opposite account is cash. Isn't it? So this is the posting in salary account. Now see in the cash account debited or credited in the entry. So the posting will take place on the credit side of the cash account. So this is the credit side. So on its credit side I will write 22,000 and the name of the opposite account is salary. Got it? So this is the ledger posting done. And after ledger I will prepare what? Trial balance. Got it or not? So this is our trial balance. See, this is our trial balance, and in trial balance and this is debit column and this is credit column, and in trial balance we will show these two accounts now. Now tell me salary. First I will show salary account. So salary account showing, tell me which balance, debit balance or credit balance? Yeah, so that debit balance I will write in the debit column. Okay. Yeah, and now see the second account, which one? Cash account. So cash account, so it is showing credit balance, but normally cash account doesn't show credit balance. That I explained you in earlier, that cash account will always show debit balance, but in this transaction it is showing credit balance. Okay. Now see, I am writing it on the credit side. Normally, actually this is incorrect. Cash account never shows credit balance, but as I am taking only this transaction, so in this transaction, so the cash is showing credit balance. Okay. Now see, total of both the sides are equal, isn't it? So it means my ledger is arithmetically accurate. My ledger is arithmetically accurate. Now see, after trial balance I will prepare what? Final accounts. Now see, final accounts I will prepare. So this is the format of final accounts. This is our trial balance, and in the trial balance tell me which is the first item? Salary. So salary I will write in the expenses. Salary will come now in the expenses. So salary I will take salary from trial balance and I will write here. And what is the amount of salary? So I will write 22,000. Okay. Now tell me, this salary belongs to 11 months or 12 months? This amount belongs to 11 months. That is clear? Isn't it? In the trial balance, whatever salary I wrote, that belongs to how many months? Obviously 11 months. Isn't it? Now see, and we are expecting from P&L the result of 12 months. This is profit and loss account now. So we are expecting from P&L that give the result of 12 months. Now how come P&L will give the result of 12 months when we are feeding only amount of 11 months? Understood or not? See, here in the trial balance the salary is only for 11 months. Isn't it? But in profit and loss account we have to write salary for the whole year. 24,000 we have to write salary for the whole year. Isn't it? So, and for that we need to pass adjustment entry. Getting my point? Trial balance to saying that the salary is 22,000, but in profit and loss account we have to write whole year's salary, and we know that whole year salary is 24,000. Isn't it? Now how to make it possible? How to write here salary 24,000? Right now our salary is 22,000, and how to bring it at 24? And for this we need to pass what? Adjustment entry. Got it or not? This adjustment entry we have to pass. If you will not pass adjustment entry, now I am telling, if you will not pass adjustment entry, then salary will come here at only 22,000. Salary will not come at 24,000. If you will not pass adjustment entry, then salary we have to show here at 22,000. And if you will show salary here at 22,000, then P&L will not give us a result of 12 months. P&L will give us only result of 11 months. Now again I am repeating, if you will not pass adjustment entry, then what will happen? Then P&L will not show the result of 12 months. Now see, I am going to pass the adjustment entry. See, so first I will write this salary. This salary I will write here. Salary as per trial balance is how much? 22,000. Okay. And here we have to write how much? 24. Right now the salary is at 22, isn't it? Yeah. So now I will pass adjustment entry with the 2,000. This 2,000 is what? Last month's salary. Which is the last month? December. So December month's salary is 2,000. Okay. Now tell me, this is paid or unpaid? 22,000 is paid. Okay. I paid, isn't it? An entry for this 22,000 I already passed. See here, I passed the entry. See, this is the entry. I passed the entry. It means this 22,000 paid. Okay. And last month's salary is how much? 2,000. This is paid or unpaid? So now we need to pass entry for this. Now we need to record for this. So this amount is already recorded in the books of accounts. Okay. No need to re-record, no need to pass any entry for this, already recorded. But for this we need to pass entry now, and that entry is called adjustment entry. That entry is called what? Now see what entry I will pass for this 2,000. So tell me, this 2,000 is the expense or income? Yeah, this is salary. Obviously salary is the expense, and to record expense we have to debit na expense. So salary account will be debited with 2,000. Okay, this is expense, and expenses are always debited, so I will debit salary account. Okay. And now tell me, this salary paid or unpaid? Unpaid. So it means I can't write cash. I can't write cash, isn't it? If it is paid, then I will write cash. But we know that this salary is not paid still, so I can't write cash. So in place of cash, I will write what? Outstanding salary. Outstanding salary. So this is the entry, and now I will show the impact of this entry, how this entry will impact our trading account and balance sheet. Okay. Now before I explain the impact of this entry, first I would like to explain you one example. Suppose early morning I wake up at 5 o'clock. Okay, and I go for morning walk this side, debit side. This is the debit side now. I go for morning walk this side. It is actually, left side, but in accounting I will call it a debit side. Now suppose I walk 2 kilometers. How many kilometers? 2 kilometers. Then I stopped here, and again I walk on this side. Which side? Again debit side, and I walk suppose 3 kilometers. So tell me the total distance from this point. What is the total distance from here to here? What is the total distance? 5 kilometers. Getting my point? How you arrive 5 kilometers? Because the direction is same now. From here to here debit, then from here to here again debit now. So that's why what you did, you added both the distance, 2 kilometers plus 3, total 5 kilometers, isn't it? It means, what is the conclusion? If same direction, then what you will do? You will add. Okay. Yeah. Now see the next example. See. Now see, next day what I did. Next day I get up at 5 o'clock, walked from my home to here. Suppose 3 kilometer. Okay, then I stopped here. Then I worked, but not on the same direction, on the opposite direction, suppose 2 kilometers. Now tell me, from my point of origin, what is the distance? Yeah, 1 kilometer. Got it or not? It means if we move on the reverse direction, so what you will do, add, or you will add, or you will subtract? Tell me. Suppose I moved this side, then I again turned back. I didn't go this side, I turned back. So you will add or subtract? Subtract, isn't it? So what is the conclusion? If same direction, then add, and if reverse direction, then what we will do? We will subtract. Okay. Now see here, salary is expense or income? Tell me. Expense. Salary is expense, and expenses are always debit, isn't it? Yeah. Now see, in this entry, what I did, I debited the salary. So tell me, direction same or reverse? Same direction. So what we will do? We will add, isn't it? We will add. So salary see in the previous slide. Salary debited now with how much amount? 22,000. Now see in this entry, first entry. Salary debited or credited? Debited. In the first entry it is debited, and in this entry, in the second entry, see in this entry, debited or credited? In this entry it was debited, and in this entry it is also again debited, isn't it? So salary debited how many times? 2 times. So direction is same, na? Debit and again debit. So direction is same, debit then again debit, same direction. So that's why we will add this 2000. We will add this 2000 and we will write here 24,000. Got it? So this is the impact of this. In this entry, salary debited. This is the normal entry, and this is the adjustment entry. Again in this entry, salary debited, isn't it? So same direction. That's why we will add 22 to first entry, and in the second entry 2000 again debited. So debit same direction. So we will add, and 24,000 we will write. Understood this logic? Yeah, this is the Indian way to explain the accounting. Debit by 22,000 in the first entry, again debited by 2,000 in the second entry. So total how much? 24,000, isn't it? Yeah. Now see, I showed the impact of this item. Now I have to show the impact of this item. Outstanding salary, isn't it? Now tell me, this is asset or liability? Yeah, because in future we have to pay. So this item now I will show in the balance sheet. When I will prepare a balance sheet, in the balance sheet, see, in the balance sheet I will show this item, and when I will prepare the balance sheet, so this item I will show in the balance sheet. Under which head? Under the current liability. Now see, I will write here outstanding salary. How much? 2000. Got it? So this is the adjustment entry. Okay. Now see, if we will not pass this adjustment entry, if suppose we do not pass, we don't know the adjustment entry, and now suppose if I do not pass this entry, then what will happen? Salary will not come at 24,000, salary will come at 22,000 then only. Okay. And then P&L will not give the result of 12 months. P&L will give only result of 11 months. Okay. Okay, if you will not pass entry this, then what will happen? Instead of 24,000, we have to show here only 22,000, and that is the figure of only 11 months. Then don't expect from P&L that give the result of 12 months. P&L will not give you the result of 12 months, because you are not feeding figure of 12 months. You are putting only figure of 11 months. Then P&L will give you only the result of 11 months. Okay. So understood the importance of adjustment entry.